Hey, Mitch the RV guy here with RVs of Sacramento, bringing you another fantastic value and travel trailer. This absolute gem is a 2020 Jayco Eagle HT. It's a 264 BHOK. It's a bunkhouse with two double large bunks. This has two ACs, gen prep. Let me start out by showing you the inside. I'll point out some of the features and build quality that sets Jayco apart. Then I'll go around the outside and I'll talk about why Jayco tows so much better and stops so much better than RVs. And again, that build quality that's going to give Jayco a much better resale value and you much better experience of ownership. Let's get started, folks. If you have a family and you're not wanting a giant travel trailer, but you still want there to be space and usability, and you want it to be beautiful and contemporary, this is the perfect layout for you. King-size bed, double-size bunks. Let's take a look. The layout of this trailer is all about no compromises without having to make it a giant trailer. Still makes it easy for you to get into campgrounds and tow. So you have a full depth slide out here. It's not one of those partial 18-inch slide outs. This is a full depth slide out with a massive U-shaped dining area that actually gives you 3 inches of padding as opposed to 2 inches of Decafoam that they're going to give you on most manufacturers. It's very uncomfortable to sit on. This does turn into a large sleeper area if need be with large windows. So when you're enjoying breakfast, you can actually look out and see the meadows that you are actually driving out to see. The lighting fixtures themselves, extremely high quality, beautiful lighting fixtures. Jayco also uses real wood and its slide out facade, and it also has actual structure board that is going all the way across the actual slide out itself, bracing it, keeping it the same shape. Most manufacturers just use standard lumber, which is going to bow over time, which is going to cause your slide room to have problems coming in and out, and it can actually cause it to end up locking up. It is pre-wired for solar on both the roof and the side, which is going to be very, very nice if you're wanting to dry camp. And the bunks on this is absolutely massive. So Jayco as a manufacturer sets itself apart by having all of its double bunks be 600 pounds in capacity. So you can actually have 2 full-size, and I mean full-sized adults on the top bunk and on the bottom bunk as well. So there's 4 full-sized adults sleeping. And if you don't need that bottom bunk, you can actually lift it up and use this as a large storage area, which is accessible from the outside. Absolutely usable. Also notice that the Jayco uses actual plywood as opposed to OSB particle board like most of the manufacturers use. And keep in mind that particle board, it's not even saving weight. Particle board is actually heavier than actual wood. They use it because they're saving money. You also have tons of storage space inside the actual kitchen itself. Large, deep American tradition, Stacy Stewart designed interior cabinets, actual wood, Furrion TV that's actually rated for negative 80 degrees to positive 180 degrees. So even when you have it stored in cold or extreme heat, your television's not going to break that like they will with the off-the-shelf ones. Furrion, Bluetooth capable with Sirius radio, and of course you have this very, very nice high output 5000 BTU fireplace that not only gives you some great ambiance, especially in the wintertime, but you turn on the optional heater on that guy and it's going to make it so that it takes the chill out of the air. You don't have to run your propane heater all the time. High point residential stainless steel microwave paired up with a Furrion stainless steel oven with high output burners and an extra thing at the bottom there for you to be able to put pots and pans. Guys, even the drawers on the Jayco makes a big difference in terms of quality. Jayco uses 4-sided real plywood drawers, full extension ball bearing glide drawers, but that's where the differences start big time. This is a 75-pound drawer. Almost all manufacturers are going to have 30-pound drawers, with a very rare one actually going up to 50 pounds. On the Jayco, everything is built with extremely high quality. For example, these cabinets are actually screwed together and they're screwed into backing plates in the wall. I can grab this cabinet and I can literally shake the entire coach in a Jayco. If you do that in other manufacturers, you're just shaking the cabinet. You have solid surface LG countertop with very, very nice integrated stainless steel sinks with a high-rise faucet that is your residential type faucet. And the bedroom itself, not only does it have an actual wooden privacy door, not one of those little pieces of paper, look at this. It's an actual king-sized bed. Very, very nice with wardrobes on both sides. And of course, it does have its own entranceway. This is wired for second AC and has it right there, and it's actually going to be helix ducted. That's a Jayco exclusive. So the ducting system in Jayco doesn't have any hard kerns, and that's going to make it so that it's a lot quieter when it's running. Even using the actual super quiet AC whisper quiet system, the other manufacturers are not able to get that same level of quiet because their AC is basically ducted through what is bored out insulation. The AC system and ducting in the Jayco is actual real ducting, and it's actually double insulated in the roof, the floor. You have insulated slide room floors, which you don't get on almost anybody else. Even the front cap has got a double insulated barrier. Let's take a look into the bathroom itself. And again, you're going to find more quality. This is a huge bathroom, especially for a 26, something you really want in a bunkhouse. And it actually gives you storage space throughout the bathroom as well, including a super useful medicine cabinet that's very, very deep. And notice that the actual glass on this is actually framed in properly. If you open up most all manufacturers, you're going to see the glass back right here with a whole bunch of caulking and goop right there. You don't want to see that in your travel trailer. Lots of actual counter space right there. Even the actual shower itself, this is a duoform ABS shower. It's not one of the cheap little tiny plastic ones that are going to break in. Also, the shower pan on a Jayco is fully supported. Most manufacturers have a stilt on each corner, and it's actually floating in order for them to have the space between the floor and the shower pan for them to put the PVC P-trap in there. And what that means is if you're a larger individual, you get into the shower and other manufacturers, literally just that little piece of ABS or fiberglass, or God forbid they use plastics, is what's stopping you from falling through the floor. Now, in the Jayco, it's fully supported underneath there. So even if you're a full-sized adult, you can get inside that shower and you can literally jump up and down, and you're not going to have any worries about that shower pan breaking because it is so well supported and constructed, as is going to be the case throughout the Jayco. It is gen prepped, so if you want to go dry camping, go ahead and throw a generator on there, super easy, right there on the front, already wired for it and ready to go. One of the most common questions I get asked by customers is, what really does make Jayco's tow so much differently than other travel trailers? Well, it's quite a few things. First thing is Jayco's going to give you Dexter Never Adjust axles. Now, Never Adjust axles, what does that actually mean? Most all travel trailers require you to adjust their brakes. Quite often is required maintenance. Otherwise, the brakes can go out of alignment. What happens with the Dexter is it allows you to never have to worry about adjusting your brakes. It's always going to be in perfect alignment. If you don't have your correct alignment on your brakes and you're in an emergency braking situation on the freeway, some guy pulls out in front of you and you slam on your brakes, if it takes you 100 feet to stop with your Dexter Never Adjust brakes and versus a non-adjusted braking, it's going to take you 150 feet to stop. Imagine that could be the difference between you being 30 foot into the back of a pickup truck or another vehicle, or you being stopped safely. They also are going to give you Goodyear tires. These are 80 PSI tires, so they can be filled up at your house or a gas station. You don't have to go to a truck stop in order to get those big high power compressors to go up to 110 PSI. On the cheaper tires, a lot of the manufacturers will give you. And these endurance tires also have sidewalls that are designed to resist any type of puncture or any type of cuts when you're going down the road. Another great feature that you're going to have is the MoreRide CRE 3000 suspension. What that is instead of when you're going down the road, every pothole you hit, every bump, it's not shaking your trailer apart, because that suspension system allows 3 inches of play that's going to dampen out the shaking, so your entire coach isn't sitting there like it's in a paint shaker that's absolutely shaking it apart. Makes it much easier to tow, and it also makes your trailer last longer, leak less. One of the main reasons why Jayco has increased resale value over other manufacturers. Outside, you're going to get the beautiful molded fiberglass cap here that's a completely solid piece that goes up and covers the actual transition between the roof seam and the front cap, which is one of the main areas where you're going to have leaks. This also has dual insulated layer, making it much better in the heat and in the cold than other manufacturers. Large area up here that's also pre-done for your generator, so you can just slap that guy in there if you like. Electric front lift, of course, as you're going to expect on the Jayco, and it does give you power stabilizing jacks around. Now, Jayco has major advantages over the other manufacturers. For example, this A-frame that comes out of the front of every single travel trailer here, Jayco is much better than most. So for example, this frame has an integrated A-frame, comes back, and most manufacturers, it's going to connect right here to the very first front outrigger, and it stops. That's going to make it so that the actual weld on that is what's stopping your trailer from having any type of problems in bowing. In Jayco, it actually is going to go all the way back, and it's going to connect to the main I-beam right here, and then Jayco is also going to give you between 4 and 6 feet between all of its outriggers, depending on the trailer. This one for here is going to be a 4 foot between. Most all manufacturers are at 8 foot. You're literally talking about having half the structural strength on the frame. And this Norcold frame that they actually give you is strongest per weight as any other manufacturer has in the entire market. Stronger for the weight, which is exactly what you want. Huge outside storage with a battery disconnect. Now, one of the nice things I like about this is how good the actual steps are on this. If you take a look, you've got that More Ride Easy step system, which is extremely easy to use, and it has a grab handle in addition to a secondary grab handle right here. Your outside has actually got a nice little TV or storage area right here. You can mount a television to entertain the children while you're outside, and you have the massive power awning giving you that nice little area, especially in the summertime, to be able to relax and enjoy. But you also have right here in the best-in-class outside kitchen area another area for you to put a television. So you can actually be sitting here cooking up the barbecue, enjoying some refreshments out of the actual refrigerator there, and you can have your own TV, maybe with a game on, while the kids are watching figure skating or whatever they want to watch. The actual windows themselves are automotive tint 80%, so it's going to save your interior from having the UV rays come in and actually destroy it. And it's also make it so that the seam around the window, which is causing the moisture not to come in, is protected by the window itself underneath the actual glass with the tint, which is cool. This is the entranceway to the outside storage, which makes it super easy for you to be able to put things in and out of that if you like. And of course, it is pre-wired for the Furrion backup camera. Guys, even the fiberglass on the Jayco is a big difference between the other manufacturers. Most manufacturers are going to take the fiberglass layers, they slap them together with a little bit of glue, and then the guys push them down a roller, and they basically go into a machine that's like a pasta maker. It has a metal spinning rod that smashes them together real quick and spits them out the other side in about 2 seconds. That's what's called a pinch roll wall. Now that's all right, that's the industry standard way to do it, but it's definitely not as good as Jayco. What Jayco does, they take this fiberglass wall and they put it into a hydraulic press at 144 tons of pressure. 144 tons. Imagine how many travel trailers that is. That's basically 90 travel trailers stacked on top of your sidewall, and that's the strength that the sidewall has. Plus, the actual sidewall is put through a vacuum bonded process of the 144 tons for 16 minutes, not 2 seconds. You can imagine the difference in the strength of the sidewall. Love the actual quick get ready area out here for all your connections with the water and whatnot. Even the roof on the Jayco is a 4,500 pound roof with a magnet truss system. The magnet truss roofs is actually going to give you 2x2 wood studs that's going to be supporting the entire roof. Other manufacturers are actually going to give you small, tiny, insignificant 1-inch aluminum studs that barely have any strength at all. When you compare that to the 2x2 studs, it actually is going to have 2 oversized nail backing plates on each side, as opposed to 1 undersized nail backing plate on each side. You can really start seeing the difference in construction and why at 4,500 pounds of branch, 4,500 pounds of ice, that Jayco roof is not going to have any trouble at all. It's going to deflect about 1.5 inches. On the other hand, with less than 3,000 pounds, other manufacturers' roofs are actually caving in. At 4,500 pounds, the entire roof has completely caved into the travel trailer. Guys, if you're sleeping at night and a branch hits the top of your travel trailer while you're out camping, don't you want to just have it be a loud noise that wakes you up? Or do you want to have it cave through the entire top of your travel trailer? One of the main reasons why Jayco has such better resale value. Guys, if you're looking for an RV, 9501 East Stockton Boulevard, RVs of Sacramento, right here off of Elk Grove Boulevard and Highway 99, 9501 East Stockton Boulevard. We've got a massive selection of motorhomes, a huge inventory of Jaycos and other travel trailers and fifth wheels and the manufacturers that go around this entire building. Full service, parts, sales, service, consignment, dealership. 40 years, family owned and operated. There's a reason why we have such a good reputation, folks. The same reason why Jayco has a reputation that they have, because we earn it. Come down here and you'll see the Jayco difference and the RVs of Sacramento difference. Tell them Mitch sent you, and I'm looking to hear from you real soon.